Paint us a word picture, DM.
Okay, so as you leave the massacre of the town square, Stacy, you and the boy managed to duck behind some houses, and you managed to get clear of the area as well. Reagan, you duck behind your set of houses, and you encounter the hooded people who are stood there, seemingly waiting for you.
I've returned.
Hey! And Talia, Phelan, and Ignis, you all sort of link up together and run through with the rest of the crowd.
Yay!
Talia and Phelan, you notice that there is a massive Minotaur just following you, whilst in one arm just sort of holding a guard in a headlock.
Oh my god, put him down! Oh my gosh! Just running. Just put him down!
Hi, I have now received your message, Ella.
Okay, how should we do this? Alright, we'll start with... So, Stacey, what are you doing with the kid?
Well, we're gonna run, probably to one of my nearest, hidey houses.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. You find one of your sort of little shacks that you've got set up, or whatever it is, and you sort of hunker down in there and wait for the chaos to die down, I'm guessing.
Yeah, pretty much. Make sure that he's okay, and possibly feed the person.
The moment you give him some food, he wolfs it down like he hasn't eaten in a week. He looks a very hungry boy.
Perhaps we should get more things for the hungry boy.
He just nods while he's got a mouthful of food, and he's just staying quiet and keeping quiet.
I hand him some more food.
He just keeps on wolfing it down. Eventually, he does sort of conjure up. Thank you.
It's alright. So, what's with the public execution thing?
They think I'm a sorcerer.
Are ya?
I've never been able to do it. I've tried, but I could never do it. I wasn't gifted. I tried books, I tried spells. I could never do it.
My insight to tell if he's lying to me because he's scared.
He's just a very scared kid. You think that he basically he's telling the truth.
So, why'd they think you did then?
I say, my father, he just ordered it.
Who's your dad?
He's the emperor.
Shit!
Fucking plot twist!
Wow!
Save the bean! Save the bean! Save the skull!
Okay,
my life!
Everything that they've just that the party have just shouted OC is exactly what went through her head. What actually comes out of her mouth is, I see.
Oh, bless her. Fuck.
Your Majesty, I guess. It ain't much, but welcome to one of the Sparrows' nests.
The sparrows?
Don't tell me you ain't heard of the Sparrow.
He drops his bowl of food and just starts backing away from you. No, please, just don't hurt me, please. I'm not one of them, I swear.
What have you heard, love?
Oh, I love Jack. She's so cute.
She's great. Also great accent work.
Yeah, that's adorable.
What have you heard, love?
You kill nobles, you steal from them, and you leave their bodies strewn across the floor.
I mean, occasionally, but not without cause. Specifically, I kill assholes. And I leave assholes' body strewn across the floor. So you don't strike me as an asshole. You strike me as a person on the receiving end of an act. That came out wrong. Don't worry about it.
He sort of like calms down a little bit and just sort of stares at you. You're not going to kill me?
Nah, mate. I just saved your life.
Yeah, you did.
Chill out. Basically, what the sparrows is, the real sparrows. We protect those that are in danger of the oppressive, whatever the fuckery that they are. And you look like you were being oppressed. Empress son or no Empress son. You were about to be executed unfairly. And that's what the sparrows do.
He conjures up like a really weak smile, and then he just sort of, thank you, and then he just passes out. Like just everything is just finally caught up to him, and he's just tuck it out, and he just passes out.
Do the smaller protect.
Jack's the small bean.
Jack's gonna stretch, lean back, and probably have a short rest. She's gonna stay awake because she doesn't want him to scarf her. But that was one hell of a fucking day. So, feet up on a box. Let's have a bit of a rest, loves.
Okay. Reagan, we'll do you next. So, as you turn the corner, you encounter 3 hooded figures, each with their bows strung and drawn, trained on you.
Again? Really? I thought we'd been through this, guys.
They sort of look at each other.
No?
The one in the middle lowers their bow and pushes down the other 2. Pulls down her mask, takes back her hood, and it's
See
the
what I think it
tiefling.
is.
Yeah.
It's Raish. Okay. In that case, Regan will go, oh, good, so it is you. Nice, because otherwise that would have been really embarrassing. And then she's going to concentrate for a minute and turn into the brunette, blue-eyed individual, the blue-eyed half-elf who they've met before.
Oh.
shit!
You.
Recognize me yet? Yes.
What in the God's name are you doing here?
What do you mean, one of the gods am I doing here? I wanted a drink. What are you doing here? Apparently nothing. You just saw me get shot full of pieces and did nothing. So I'm asking you, what are you doing here, actually? She's going to take out her hip flask and take a sip.
We heard there was an unjust execution going ahead. We came,
yeah.
We saw... I'm not entirely sure what happened. We saw arrows flying, people screaming and running, and the guy that we were supposed to be coming for is gone.
Yeah, because you were too slow.
No, someone... Whatever, I'm not having this argument with you.
Apparently you are.
Did you see where he went?
I might have done. I can't quite recall. You might have something that can jog my memory, though.
Are you being serious right now?
Deadly.
So, what do you want?
What you got? How much is this kid worth to you, anyway?
Well, considering it's the Emperor's son, quite a lot, actually.
Oh, wow. You've really lost your prize horse here, haven't you, Mustang?
I'm sorry, do you realize who we are? Do you understand what we're trying to do?
Why didn't you enlighten me? Because I've heard some... Well, you know what I've heard, I assume.
Oh,
Pretty
yeah,
much everyone else has heard.
Yeah, you heard we're the big, bad, evil resistance that go around killing everyone. No,
Yeah, you're
that's
just
not what
a
we do.
disorganized rabble. You're pretending to have any status or organization, but really you're just troublemakers. You gonna prove me wrong on that?
We do what we do for the good of the people. The starving people on the streets.
A lot of good you just did. Look, either most expensive thing you have or 20 gold. Make a choice.
Go on, pay her. And one of them just pulls out a purse and just hands you 20 gold.
Thank you. You're all very accommodating.
Talk.
Disappeared into the crowd about 2 minutes ago.
Do you see a
Looks
direction?
Sure. Let me show you. Points. She walks back through the alley a little bit and points right into the middle of the square and just goes right that way. And starts walking off.
Thank you. You've been a massive help.
Yeah, good luck.
Oh,
Such an asshole.
Every character that we have played today.
before you
all of these characters in the next session.
Before you go, there's probably something that you should know.
Sort of stops and turns back around and says, yeah, what?
Sev didn't come back last night.
Excuse me?
He went out and didn't come back.
He is your brother. How the fuck have you lost track of him?
I was busy. I was trying to free some of our brothers who were caught up in the prison.
That's your family, man.
And I told him to stay where he was.
It's Sev. He broke into the magistrate's office. You really think he's going to listen to that? No. That's your own fault.
Just keep
I'll
an
let you
eye
know
out
if I
for
see
him.
him. Yeah,
You know how to find us.
unfortunately. You still owe me that favor, by the way.
Whatever. And they sort of they dart off through the alleyway and they basically disappear.
Bye, cutie. I'm just going to turn around and walk off. Just go look for... she's going to go through a walk around the city, just see if she can spot anyone who is either in the town centre or Sev or anything. Just taking scope of what is going on, basically.
Well, as you turn the corner, you do see a small group with a minotaur and a guard in tow.
Oh shit! Just gonna walk up to that.
Drop the guard, drop the guard, drop the guard, drop the guard, drop the guard.
Yeah, so Talia, Phelan, Ignis, what are you doing while
are we sort of are we sort of stopped in a reasonably safe space?
You're round the corner of a house currently.
Mm-hmm.
You are not in any direct line of fire. The guards are not shooting anymore.
Okay. Ignis is gonna sort of look towards to Phelan. Star Lady, who's gonna cock a head at Talia. Barclay Lady. And he's gonna sort of still hold on to the guard, but sort of gesture him towards the two other party members. Say, the other Tin Man didn't bleed, and he's gonna sort of just gesture the guard at them as if they know what to do with him.
Can I?
He's going to use his one free hand to sort of jazz handy gesture, like what came out instead of blood.
Can I examine the suit of armor to see, because I assume it's pretty fucked up. So if I don't see any blood or anything,
but there is no blood. There are lots of. You can absolutely try.
I'm going to try and take his helmet off.
Am I seeing any of this?
You will sort of walk around just as she's starting to take the helmet off.
Cool.
So, Joe, as you take the helmet off, he tries to swat away at your hands, but he's in quite an awkward position, being held by a minotaur. As you take the helmet off, there is no body inside it.
what?
It is just a suit of armor. As you drop the helmet, the whole thing just goes limp.
So Regan's gonna walk up and just whoa, what did you do?
Nothing. I didn't do anything. He just he
must have done something.
I just took his helmet off, and the Minotaur, he said that when he killed one, it didn't bleed.
Man, this thing gets weirder every second.
As the suit of armor sort of like flumps to the ground with no body in it, Ignis is going to let out an uncharacteristic yelp for a creature of his size.
You alright there, buddy?
Is anybody low on HP?
No.
Yes. Well, I'm half.
Actually, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm going to have a quick look at everybody, and I'm going to say, by the grace of Saloon, may our wounds heal, and I'm going to cast Mass Healing Word.
I didn't get a hit.
Barbarians.
Okay, so if you're in this group and you need it, you can heal. It's not great, but it is multiple people in one spell, so.
No, that's awesome.
Boy.
I always right, 8! There we go, everyone gains heal.
That's alright.
Max roll, though.
Yeah. Yeah, Regan's just sort of gonna, like, watch her, like, arrow wounds close up and just look at you and go, that's a neat party trick.
Can I examine the suit of armor and see, I don't know, maybe an Arcana check? Just to, like, see if I can work out what...
Yeah. So roll me an Arcana check to
why did it just...
see that.
Well, can I just add my Arcana to that roll? Because
Yeah, go for it.
Which is 2, so 19.
Whilst Talia is doing, like, an actual, like, sensible person investigate, now that he's calmed down a little bit, Ignis is going to sort of punch over and just be prodding the empty suit of armor.
Oh,
Prodding. Okay.
You having fun there, dude? Ah.
So, Talia, with your Arcana check, you notice that on the inside of the armor, there are various runes carved into it, and they look hand-drawn. And you've read about these runes before, but you don't really understand what they do, but you know it would have some sort of link to a necromantic ritual.
Oh, no.
Oh, guys, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad.
Okay, breathe deep breath. Tell us what is going on in your head. Are you okay?
You see those?
Do you need a nap?
You see those on the inside, the markings?
Yeah, the fucking crayon drawings. Yeah, what? What about them?
Necromancy.
What?
Right. Well,
wait.
On that note, we should probably get further away from the square and somewhere safe.
I second that. I know a place. I don't judge it too harshly. It's going through refurbishments at the minute, but the bar is really nice. I saw him run off.
To him, but
I didn't see where he actually disappeared to.
Can I make a perception check to see? Because I have a passive perception of 14. I thought I had a higher perception than that. What the hell?
Hey, Pete. With my passive perception, did I see which way you went?
You absolutely saw which way they went.
Really?
Which way did they go?
I did roll a 25.
Okay, maybe not.
That is true.
My passive
perception
is
is
25
21.
to get him across.
Yeah, no. You kind of vaguely remember seeing which way they went, but you're not 100% sure.
I'm more kind of like north, south, east, west, kind of vaguely which way.
So yeah, so they went down through southwest way.
Okay.
But other than that's it. You don't really know where they are anymore.
Kind of wave my hand in that vague direction. So I think I saw him go that way. Maybe with somebody. I'm not sure.
Okay.
He's probably long gone, and we are in serious danger of being caught.
Yeah. By the way, I'm Regan.
Can we do it
who are you people?
when we're safe?
Yeah. Okay.
When we're
Follow
safe,
me. Follow me. Yeah.
I can also try and disguise us a little, and then I'm going to follow.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna take them to Modern's Tavern.
As we all sort of wander off and we start moving, Ignis is going to hunch down to Talia and sort of, what's necromancy?
Oh.
Magic to do with dead people.
It's not good juju, like at all.
It's basically the opposite of what I do. I suppose that's not very clear because you've just met me. Let's continue.
Okay, so as you guys are walking down the street, it's quite quiet now. Like, everyone's sort of hiding away in their houses. Doors are closed, windows are closed, the shutters are closed. People are very much in hiding right now. But
I'm still leading them through the back alleys and shit, just so we're not going through like, the main thoroughfares.
Yeah, occasionally, like, you'll bump into someone who just and just sort of like dart out of the way and run
I'll
away.
Just glare at them until they fucking move. Like,
yeah.
Mood.
You will, however, pass. Jack, you will hear their footsteps outside as they still pass by one of your little hideouts.
Oh yeah, just as a note, I will have changed back to the auburn head human, the blonde head human before you guys met me.
Okay.
Just so you didn't just like bump into this other rando who you've never seen before. You're like, what the fuck is
we didn't really interact with you in the fight, but it's fine.
True that.
Okay. Is anyone else doing anything, or are you just going straight to the tavern?
Let's just go.
To the tavern!
To the tavern. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna bust in and be like, Martin, I got shot again. I need the strong stuff, please.
What in the hells have you done this
I didn't
time?
do anything. I was minding my own business.
You always say that, and it always ends up being your fault. What did you do?
I did nothing. Genuinely.
You've been shot, so what have you done?
Oh, there was this execution. You said to go to the execution, so I did. And then there were like these people, and then there was a kid, and then the kid was like, I'm not a sorcerer. And then we were like, okay, cool. And then the axe blew up for some reason, and then the kid wasn't there anymore, so I tried to find him, and he wasn't there. And then,
I think at this point we walk in with a minotaur.
They're okay. It's fine. Martin,
You better not have more trouble here. You better not have more trouble.
Martin, they're with me. It's okay. It's okay. I'll pay you. I've got money now. Just bear with me,
I've got
please.
money now.
Now I do. For reasons. Don't ask. Look.
That when you said how the axe shattered, that Talia just looks like really awkwardly off in the other direction.
Yeah. It's like, anyway.
With this guy sort of being all worried and stuff, he's going to walk up to the bar, look at him, try his best to smile and just nod and go, necromancy.
It's
Not Robin's eyes widen, and you just see him pull out. Like,
no,
you see him pull out the biggest fucking meat cleaver that you have ever seen, and he just slams it. He slams it into the table. None of you better be messing with that stuff.
He just learned this word today. He just learned it today. He's really excited about it. Just, Martin, please. It's you get weird people in here all the time. You can't say shit. You had that dude show up with the fucking face hanging off. He was like half orc, half like fish. You cannot say shit. That guy is nothing compared to your regular clientele. You know it. You know it.
You said this place was safe.
It usually is. Martin, why are you being like this?
Oh, sorry.
No, go on. Do you think?
I was going to say, do I think that this man is trustworthy?
Roll me an insight check.
Yes, I do.
He is a very large man holding a very large meat cleaver.
Yeah, but if I'm trying to say, do I think he's trustworthy? Oh yes, God, this is the most trustworthy man I've met in the world.
He seems legit. He seems totally legit.
Okay, basically, we were they were going to try and execute this boy because they thought he was a sorcerer or a wizard or something, and we didn't want that to happen. And then the guards started killing loads of innocent people because there was a bit of a riot happening, and that was not cool. And then there, and then there was one of the guards, and I took his helmet off, and there was nothing inside. Like there was no person inside, and on the inside there were runes, and they are necromantic runes.
Which is why he said that N word. So, yeah, that word.
Emperor is using necromancy for his guards.
He has the most perplexed face ever.
So, long and short of it, Martin, is that we need a round of drinks right now.
He slowly turns to the side. Alana, get the homebrew stuff.
I love you. I love you. I love your face. And I love
This
your
is going on your tab. This is going on your tab.
I know. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
And
don't tell me how much it is.
He pulls out the meat cleaver, and you just hear a clattering as he throws it on the ground.
What, just on the floor?
Welcome.
That's not a good way to use your cutlery.
Welcome to Martin's Tavern, people who I don't know, who I've just met.
Once he does that, he puts on the biggest smile. Like you said, welcome to Martin's, the friendliest bar in town.
Yeah.
Now, right.
Do you have
Let's take
a back room?
a back room.
Yeah, one that isn't out here.
Can we use the private room, Martin?
Oh, right. Hold on, give me 1 second. And he shuffles behind some velvet curtains. And you go, oi! You lot, get out! And you just see, like, this group of people just get pushed out by this very large man. And he just kicks them out into the street. No, don't come back! Rooms all yours, blood.
Yeah, this is why I like you.
This is such a hard
Rooms all yours.
Thank
You're
you
the best.
so much. And she's going to take, I assume there was ale or something provided, she'll just take that and go and sit in there.
Yeah, he brings you in this keg. And he pours you each a glass, or not a glass, like the tankard.
Yeah.
This is a modern special. Hope you
Don't think
enjoy.
too much about what's in it.
And he just walks back out.
Before
I very.
Go on.
First.
Before slinking away to the table, Ignis is going to make it very obvious that he's gesturing to his great axe and just look at Martin and go, "Mine is bigger." And sit down and attend to his home brewed whatever it is.
A couple minutes pass.
Talia is going to take a sip of this homebrew and probably start spluttering and be like, yeah.
It is 100% moonshine.
Yep.
Oh, God.
What? You never had this before? Well, it was pretty cool.
No, I haven't.
Yeah. She's necking it. She's just full on, it's like water.
Layla literally just puts it down in front of you. She hasn't taken a sip. She looked at it, was like, no, just puts it down.
Yeah, obliged. Yeah.
Ignis is going to do a Thor and drain it pretty quick and be like, another!
I mean, it's a keg, my dude. Just do your thing.
I'm going to get absolutely mad.
Well,
For days.
You do it. You do you. Anyway, so who are you?
Well, I will say we'll cut back to Stacey while listening. So Stacey,
Yes.
it has been an hour, and the kid starts waking up very slowly.
Sweet.
He starts coming back around, and he sort of jumps, forgetting that you were there for a minute, and then comes to says, "It's okay. It's just you. It's just you."
Yep, just me. You got me. Or am I just
How long?
Your Majesty?
How long? Don't please don't call me that. If the wrong people heard that, then
Yeah, I know. You're getting some shit, and then you get executed again. So what's your name?
my name is Eric.
Well, nice to meet you, Eric. I'm Jack.
Yeah. I've seen the posters.
Really?
How's it, Jack? Yep, you're a woman.
Yeah. Very astute of you to notice, Eric.
But the posters say a man.
Keeps me hidden, doesn't it?
Yeah, I guess.
Nobody's looking for a small red-headed woman. They're all looking for a tall brute man.
I hate to be a pain, Jack. Do you have any other clothes? And he just sort of gestures to the sack that he is wearing.
Yeah. Hold on.
Yep. 100%
So-
right now.
So yeah.
Don't. Let me have a look. Do I find anything in this nest?
I mean, you'd have like some spare, like just normal clothes lying around, just for odd occasions and things. So yeah, you could rustle up like an outfit for him.
I do that for him.
Yeah, he sort of gets dressed, looks at you, says, okay, right, we need to find we need to find someone. They can help. They can sort this mess out for me. I don't suppose you know your way around the Northern District very well, do you?
Yeah, pretty well. Why? Where you hoping to go?
There's a guy up there. Sometimes I sneak out and I come and see him.
I see.
He's normally very good at keeping me calm. He's like sort of twiddling his fingers. He looks very nervous.
Got yourself a boyfriend, Eric?
Well, not exactly. No. I'm looking for it's called Martin's Tavern.
Yeah, I know it. Bit of a dive, but I suppose I could take you there.
I would be greatly appreciated.
All right, but you gotta wear this.
I throw a hooded cape thing. I've probably got 60 millions of those. It's almost a standard Sparrow outfit at this point, is a cape thing. You can't sneak around the town if you're not hit.
All right, Princess, you ready?
Yes.
Sweet. Let's go.
I'm going to attempt to sneak this asshole to the tavern as stealthily and quietly as possible. I'd roll a fucking one.
Ooh.
So, fortunately, there is no one on the streets. There are no guards. There are no people. Everything seems really, really quiet. So you manage to make your way to the tavern. However, as you reach the tavern, you knock over all of the bins.
You piece of
And you make the loudest noise ever. And everyone inside the tavern hears it.
What was that? I was sleeping in here.
You better not have brought any trouble here, you guys. This is Martin talking to Reagan and that.
What do we do? What did I do now? I didn't do anything. What you keep?
You're gonna go out there. You're gonna see what it is, and if it's trouble, you're gonna get rid of it.
All right. Just gonna stand up, be right back, and just go outside the tavern and see what's happening.
So as you emerge, you see a very frustrated, red-headed woman and the boy from the execution.
Oh shit! And point at the redheaded one. Oh shit! And then point at the kid and go, "You better come inside, right now, because you're gonna you get in. Yeah, just come inside. We'll talk in the thing. Yeah, just
don't
later."
Dude, Eric, don't fucking listen to the drunk one.
Eric sort of hides behind Jack, just like.
All right. Look,
Anyway,
you clearly had a bit to drink.
I'm gonna go back inside and just say yeah. Okay,
Right.
not trouble.
That wasn't so hard. She's just a bit fucking plastered.
Ladies first, I guess.
That brings an eyebrow at him. But in I go anyway. And I'm kind of almost half dragging him by the hand at this point, because I honestly don't think he'd actually walk if he could.
No,
Regan's like halfway back to the table at this point, sort of like points at the two who've just walked in, and then looks back at Marden and goes, "See? No trouble, not my fault, we're fine."
You see Marden's eyes just widen to, like, he is speechless. This is the first time you've ever seen him speechless.
Dude, you okay? You agree?
For a large man, you have never seen anyone move this quickly, and he just runs over and he just hugs the shit out of Eric.
Okay.
As he's hugging him, I slowly let go of the dagger I just grabbed hold of. I was a little like, the fuck? Okay.
Yo, Marden, you know this kid? This is the guy who the people are trying to lop the head off of, you know?
What? Are you
Yeah.
He sort of looks at Eric, and Eric looks at him. He's like, yeah.
You want to tell us what's going on?
You know who this is, right?
No. Should I?
I mean, probably not.
This is the prince. As in the emperor's son.
Oh, this day keeps getting weirder and weirder.
Phelan pokes her head out of the back room.
Yell
Well,
it
in that case, you
across
should
the
probably
bar.
hide him in the back.
Yeah. So we were at the square. So I didn't see you, but I saw you. You better come and that's okay. All right. Okay. Just gonna go back and get her tankard and be like, well, I guess this is something that we need to do now. Cool.
You guys always this fucking subtle? Is that-
Always. It's a family trait.
We're just gonna yell across the bar, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna poke my head
tavern
out.
is empty.
Completely. Like,
Well, I don't know who's who, and apparently there's people in the back room, but I don't know who they are.
I'm gonna poke my head out, and I'm gonna see the prince. Oh my goodness! Thank goodness you're all right. Quick! Come in here!
Okay.
what she said.
He sort of walks in and he sees this minotaur. He's like, okay.
No, he's good. He's good. He's good.
He's totally fine. And I go and sit down next to the Minotaur. It's fine. He's totally fine.
He is very big, and he's got a very big axe. Okay.
Name again, Mr. Minotaur.
Ignis is going to wide-eye look at the prince and just nodding again, go, necromancy.
Okay.
Again,
so
learn that word today. It's fine.
I'm going to sort of gently try and guide the boy into a chair.
he sort of sits down. He's sort of shaking a little bit. He's quite nervous, like quite timid.
I'm going to kneel down in front of him, so like I'm sort of smaller than him, I guess, and I'm going to say, "My name's Talia. What's yours?"
Mine's Eric Maximus, the son of the emperor.
There it is.
Right. Okay. Eric, were the guards trying to do that to you?
My father kind of lost it and shouted, and he thinks I am a sorcerer, and he wanted to make an example. Apparently.
Well, are you?
Well, I can't really do much. I mean, just like he flicks his hand and light orbs sort of emanate, and they they flicker and then they sort of just quickly go out. It's like,
It's pretty.
That's about all I can do, really.
You've got to start somewhere, I guess.
That's really all you need in this city.
So you did lie to me then, eh?
Well, I didn't know who you were, and I just tried to almost got my head cut off.
Hey,
There's no sweat, kid. I don't care.
everybody here I believe was the guards to try and get you out of there.
Yeah.
Wait, so
Pretty awesome.
It's one who shattered the axe.
he just sort of looks at you for a minute and then just like literally throws himself in a hug around you.
Oh, I hug him back! I hug the smile!
And he's just like, oh, thank you, sir, thank you. And just sort of like, yeah. He pulls away. He's like, okay.
Is he dirty still?
Sorry?
Is he like still like covered in dirt and shit?
He's still got bruises and like, you know, cuts on his face and on his hands. Like he's only had an hour to recuperate, and he's still looking pretty.
I'm going to prestidigitation of his face.
Spell.
Okay, so you will watch as the dirt and grit and blood just wipes away off of his face, and there is a clean-looking boy sat in front of you.
Wow.
And then Phelan is going to lean forward and say, by the grace of Salute, may your wounds knit together, and she's going to cast Healing Word on him.
Alright, so all of his wounds slowly close up and all the bruises fade, and there is now a clean and non-beaten prince boy in front of you.
There you go, you're looking better already.
Yeah, I feel a lot better now.
Yeah.
You might want to feed him, though, because he ate me out of this.
Oh, shit, give me a minute. I'm just gonna walk over to the bar and be like, Martin, got a hungry kid. Can we, like, get whatever you got in there that isn't, you know, maggoty?
He looks at you.
Other shit? Yeah.
And then he just
put it on my tab or whatever.
He looks at you. What did you say, Harry? Sorry?
Ignis is also hungry.
So Martin, he looks at you. He just sort of crosses his arms and has like a grin on his face, and then sort of nods his head as to say, "Look behind you."
So look behind me.
As you look behind you, there are those same three hooded figures.
Oh, for good. They're buddy out.
Hello?
Oh, man. Why do you do that? Why are you always doing that? Is it Ryesh? Is it Ryesh?
Yeah, it's Raish. So
Shouldn't you be looking for your brother?
Well, there's something a bit more important here that we need first.
I'm going to stand in front of the booth that they're in.
I'm standing with her.
What do you want from him?
He's our bargaining chip.
He is no one's fucking bargaining chip. Step back. Or we're going to have a problem.
We already have a problem, and that problem is...
Who are you?
Oh, good, there's more of you. Great.
The problem is the 40?
The problem is the 40 dead civilians in City Square that are currently rotting away and being eaten by crows.
Oh, the ones that the city guard killed?
Yes. And...
So why aren't you going after the city guard?
Well, in case you haven't seen, the city guards tend to number in hundreds, and we don't exactly have the numbers to take them on head on.
So you're gonna take on the other people instead? Is that it?
No, what we're going to do is we're going to take the Emperor's son.
Regan's going to look back towards the booth and nod towards the back exit of the tavern and just cock her head and then, like, turn back
what are you
towards the
hoping
eyes.
to achieve from that exactly, love?
We're hoping that the Emperor will see some sense and then see things our way.
Your way.
You don't need to worry about that. Just give us the boy,
No.
and we'll be on our way.
No,
Fucking-
unfortunately, that's not how that bullshit works. You don't get
Rash.
to take the victim.
Yeah. Rash, I'm going to need you to just back out of this tavern, rethink this entire line of questioning, and maybe come back when you've learned some manners. How does that sound?
How about you go and arrest the actual culprits? You know, the tin cans walking around.
Oh no, these aren't guards. No. Oh, this is rash, aren't you? Do you want to tell them who you are, or do you want me to do it?
Raise an eyebrow.
A very big grin emerges on her face. We're with the Resistance, my friends.
They are the Resistance.
And she turns to you, Jack. And we know all about you. And what you've been up to.
Yeah.
So, if...
It's about you.
Everyone's heard about us.
Since we know about each other, fuck off. Go and arrest the real person that did the real damage.
We're trying, and you're making it very difficult for us.
You take it a small boy who did nothing wrong and was about to kick.
Did we say he did anything wrong? No, we just want to take him and exchange him for one of ours.
Exchange something else.
Hey, hang on, who are you trying to get back?
She gives you the look of, come on, really? Is it that obvious?
You seriously, you've gotten Seb arrested? Are you serious?
Wow.
Shortly after you ran off, we found one of ours in the crowd. Sev snuck into the crypts underneath the Emperor's mansion.
You are useless. You know that. You are useless, but you are not exchanging one innocent life for another. I will not let you do that.
You realise you're just, he's just going to die, right? You literally just trading his life.
Yeah,
I
just
would
going to kill him.
much rather have my brother back than the Emperor's son.
Some resistance he turned out to be.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's not like you're doing much better with you and your people. Oh, wait, where are your people? Last I heard, they were dead in a ditch.
You just don't see them, don't mean they ain't there. Besides, I just killed the captain of the guard, so,
Well, you obviously didn't, because he's wandering around on those battlements shouting out his orders.
Fuck off, is he?
He
Shot him
is.
square in the back, I watched him drop.
Nah, he's out there. He did yell. It's a thing. It's a whole thing.
And there's more of those tin cans pouring out of those gates, setting up all kinds of barricades.
If you trade that boy, you're just as bad as they are.
You mean the tin cans that aren't real people?
The fuck?
She gives you a look of, what are you on about?
Yeah, they're not real, so.
I took his helmet off. Then there's nothing in them. They're animated suits of armor. They're not real.
Well, they're real, but they're what he said is like Rooney shit. I don't know. I'm not the magic-y person. I don't know.
That's interesting. That's very interesting.
You know what's interesting? What's interesting is your complete disregard for anything that doesn't directly benefit you. Get the fuck out of this tavern.
Marden, do you still have that way in? Marden just looks over. Well, I suppose I got a key around here somewhere. But you ain't using it.
Way in?
It's the way the little Eric here used to sneak out of the palace every now and then.
You've been sat on an entrance to the palace this entire fucking time.
Yes and no. It goes into the sewers.
Oh, grim.
You get used to him.
Yeah. I know, I never did. And that's all because I tend to fall over when I'm down there. That's beside the point. Anyway. Where are we going with this? Are you genuinely... What are you... We're clearly not going to let you have this kid. So, really, you've got two options here, which is either walk away or try and take him by force. And that's not going to end well for you.
Reagan.
Yeah.
How about you shut up for a minute? Do me a favor.
Nah. You owe me a favor. That's not how this works.
How about this thing? And Raish stands up and turns to you. As much as I dislike your company and everyone in this building right now.
Feeling
kind of-
mutual love.
God, every word out of your mouth. Shh.
Well, perhaps if you actually did something for once in a while, then trade kids off. That might be nice.
Hey, and Regan's gonna like hold out her hand for a fist bump to Jack.
I'm going to fist bump Reagan.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Right. Fine then.
Anyway, continue. Sorry.
Here's the deal we're going to make here.
Mm-hmm.
We'll give you your favour.
Oh.
In return, you're going to get Seb out of there. You're going to use those tunnels underneath this tavern, and you're going to get into that mansion, and you are going to save my little brother.
So what you're saying is you're going to owe me twice. You know what? I like this deal.
I'm saying I've got a plan to keep things busy whilst you're in there.
Yeah, and you'll owe me twice. Because you just offered me a deal. And you know what that means? They stack. They don't just wipe out. So, yeah, you owe me twice. And we're going to save Seb. Because you're an asshole who couldn't even keep your little brother in check.
So I do have a question. Like, if you're the mighty resistant, why you fucking go break in and get him? Isn't that meant to be your job? Resisting.
Because I'd much rather not risk any more of my resources when there
You're
are...
expendable, is what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say.
And also, I don't know if you noticed, but there's a Minotaur set in that booth over there.
Yeah, 100%. What of it? I don't
Yeah,
judge.
he's fine. What are you talking about? You going at Ignis? Because I would not suggest that.
His name is Ignis, and he's brilliant.
He is
could
brilliant.
probably get you past most of the barriers down there.
We're not going to use him as a meat shield. What the fuck is wrong with you?
You know who he is, right?
No? Should we?
He's from the fucking pit fights down in the peasant lands.
So? That doesn't mean he's expendable.
He was going to be sold today.
Well, apparently everybody's fucking expendable today.
Yeah.
At this point, Talia is going to stand up and she's going to do, you know, that thing that like nervous characters do in movies where they kind of like psych themselves up to go and do something that they're like, I'm going to regret this later.
Yeah.
She's doing that. She's going to go up to the lead person. She's going to say, we will go and try and get this guy out. This entrance, but you are going to leave.
Well said, Talia. Yeah.
Damn straight, you heard the lady.
Yeah. You heard her. Mm-hmm. What?
They look around. You have 24 hours to get him out, otherwise we take matters into our hands.
Oh,
And
get out of here already.
And then it won't be pretty.
Just fuck off.
Fine. Good for us. Now, get out. Get out.
I ain't afraid of you, just like I ain't afraid of them.
Mm-hmm.
You are starting to look a lot like them, love.
She
Right.
She clicks her fingers, and 4 more hooded men drop down from the rafters with knives drawn.
Oh,
And they
super scary. I'm like, so...
And they...
Tell
Talia
police
gives a
murder.
very high-pitched yelp and grabs Eric and does him a protect.
They all just leave out through the doors, and they're gone. They're now gone.
God, she's such a dick. She's such a dick.
As they all leave, Ignis, who at this point still hasn't gotten out of the booth, looks at everyone else and goes, "We getting food now?"
Yeah, we're getting food now. You just sit down. You have another drink, big man. I'll get you some food.
He's such a precious being.
I hate dealing with that fucking resistance.
Right? Oh, she's rare. She's a bitch. She's a bitch.
The reason I
Talia
started
is going to collapse into a chair.
I understand that. That I respect. That I respect. Can I get you a drink, by the way? What's your name?
I told her to get out. I did. I told her to. I told her to get out.
You did.
Hold
You
on.
deserve. You deserve a drink.
Okay.
Everyone, drink for everyone.
Fucking hell.
I thought you were already cool and brave. Just
Oh, we are super cool.
that Eric? Oh wait, no. Is that Eric or is that the horse?
Yeah, that was Eric.
She's like not really looking in the room. She just hears a voice, and it's just like, wait, is that Eric or the horse? No one knows.
The horse. Amazing. Yeah, Regan's gonna go up to the bar and be like, Martin, alcohol, food for the big dude, and then we're gonna go do this thing.
Right.
Why do I keep talking myself into these things? Why do I do that?
I don't know, and you keep bringing trouble to my town.
Mostly by accident.
It's still bringing trouble. It's fine. I'll just add it all. I'll add their drinks to your tab as well.
Okay.
How much is that tab?
Don't ask. I don't. Just don't ask.
500 gold.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a whole thing. It's fine.
Rent, drinks, food, and damages, especially for that bar fight last week.
That was only half my fault. He looked at me funny first, and then there's a table got thrown through a window, but it's fine. Anyway, yeah.
Right.
It's fine.
Right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring your drinks and your food and the keys to the hatch will be left on the tray. Cool. I don't know nothing about what you guys are doing.
Yep. And
if the guards come around here asking questions, I don't know you from sin.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Okay.
Well, just because I don't trust those resistant maybe it's best if we put Eric somewhere a bit safer than here, then, so they know exactly where he is.
Oh, trust me, he's going to be safe here. And he just pulls out, he reaches out from under the table, and he had a meat cleaver in his hand earlier. He's now got a massive, even bigger version, a two-handed version that is about 10 feet long, and he just puts it on the table.
Martin's got this.
Does he suddenly look like a Dark Souls boss?
He suddenly looks like a Dark Soul.
Okay.
Basically, the big fuck-off sword from Final Fantasy?
The Buster Sword?
Yeah, he basically pulls a meat cleaver version of that out and just lays it on the table.
Okay. Ignis's eyes are going to light up with wonder at the hunk of metal he sees before him.
He looks over at you and I think you'll find mine's bigger now, mate.
Ignis is just going to cock a head and just nod like,
Well, even so, large fucking pieces of metal aside, is that a fucking side of a cart? Anyways, you better have this. And I toss him a coin that has a sparrow on both sides. If you get run up to the roof and hold that up. Someone will come get you.
I thought I heard your name being spoken about.
It's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Yeah? Right? How cool is that?
He just looks at you and goes, you really do pick up some weird people on your travels, don't you?
Hey, these are one of the cool ones!
I mean,
they haven't tried to rob me yet! Damn!
Right. Okay,
Casually
right.
checks her own coin purse. Just to be sure.
And I haven't tried to rob them yet either, so we're doing well.
And no one's tried to rob me yet, so this is a good day all round. Right.
Win.
He pulls out a tray of drinks. Elaine brings out a tray of meats and cheeses and bread. Right. Eat up, get your strength back, and good luck. Rescue the kid. Alright?
Alright.
And I'll see you all when you get back.
Hopefully.
So, when everyone sits down at the table, Phelan is going to sort of look up at, like, she's been in very deep thought. Because she wasn't involved in any of that and was just sat there thinking and looked quite deep in prayer. I think that it is interesting that on a day where some stranger is to be executed, so many magic users are in one place and a minotaur. And that amongst all odds, we survive the onslaught of these guards, and then, after being split up and divided, find each other again in very quick succession. I don't know whether any of you are people of faith, but to me, this feels like a sign of good favour from the Moon Maiden.
The Moon Maiden?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
And you look, and on her tabard, you see a symbol which is a pair of eyes surrounded by 7 stars.
Mm.
And she says, I think that this quest that we have been given to protect this boy who could essentially right all the wrongdoings of his father, I believe this is something that is very important. And I am willing to help.
Regan will just take another long sip of her drink and go, well, here's to that. Can't really disagree. One thing, Sev, this kid, he's a good kid. His sister's a tool bag, but he's a good kid. And he gets himself into trouble a fair bit, but he only knows me looking a certain way. So before we get there and I have to look like that and it freaks people out, here's what that is. And she's going to change into a brunette, blue-eyed half-elf. And then change back again.
Oh!
And just be like,
Ooh.
So that's what that is. Yeah.
Interesting.
Ignis is going to throw his empty tankard at the shape-shifting woman.
Ow! Ah, dude, my face! Really?
Can you roll me a strength check, please, Harry?
Oh no! Oh no! A strength check. Oh.
Yeah.
That's gonna be big.
Sorry?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Can you roll me an unarmed attack damage?
If you knock me out, I'll be so angry.
Oh man.
What's unarmed? It's D4, isn't it?
It should say in your actions.
It's usually 1 plus your strength modifier.
Oh, it is.
Also, Pete, would they recognise that form from certain posters?
Oh yes,
Oh.
actually, yes.
Okay.
So as she changes, you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage to the face.
Cool. Ah, my face is like cradling her jaw. She's like, I mean, nice shot, but damn.
As you all see her change, most of you would recognise that her face is on a lot of wanted posters, offering a reward of 1,500 gold pieces.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's my party trick.
That's a lot of money.
Ah. That's gonna bruise. I hope you realise that is gonna bruise.
Ignis's ears do like that thing that dogs do when they're like sorry, and he's gonna like look all sheepish. Beating a tankard at somebody in fear.
Oh, she's gonna be like, I'm not really that mad, buddy. She's gonna pour him another drink. Be like, just there you go. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not really that mad. Bruises are cool.
Okay, so what is everyone doing now then?
I think we're comparing party tricks.
So, in the spirit of our new partnership and quest, and she stands up, my name is Phelan Devon, and I am a cleric of Saloon, the Moon Maiden, the Lady of Silver, the Night White Lady, she who guides, and I am here to help. And then she sits down.
In which case, Talia is going to stand up and say, "I'm Talia. I'm an entertainer by trade, but I've always sort of had And then she's gonna put out her hand and cast Gust, which is a cantrip, not at anyone, but just like at the wall, I guess. Wait, hang on! I can cause it to I can use it to make my clothing ripple in the breeze. Fuck it, I'll do that.
Neat. Where'd you learn that?
I always guess.
Really?
Yeah, it's just part of. And I sit down really awkwardly.
Aww. Well, I think that's just swell.
She pats you on the hand, just like, good job.
Ignis is going to slam a meaty arm to his chest and say Ignis started this morning with his friend, putting him in chains. Ignis needs new friends. You will do.
Yeah, absolutely. We will absolutely be your new friends. Yes. Yes.
Well, sure.
Fuck that guy.
You and me first.
What happened to the guy that I fucking headbutted? Did he get shot?
He did.
Well,
he probably got shot.
And I moved him out of the way. Did he
Oh.
get hit by the bolt?
So as the well, yes, and as the guards moved towards you, they did absolutely splice into his back.
Man.
Damn.
He got what he deserved.
He was pretty annoying. I can agree.
Okay.
Are you going first, love, or am I? She looks at Reagan to see if Reagan's going to introduce herself
Wait,
first.
what? Oh, right. Hi, I'm Reagan. I'm here also, and yeah, I punch stuff, and I get paid for punching stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much what I do. Any questions?
Ignis approves of this.
Why, thank you. It's an art form. It really is.
Jack O'Malley, no autographs, please. She finishes her drink and puts it down.
You would all also recognise Jack O'Malley as the name on several large wanted posters posted around. However, the picture is of a man, not a woman.
Oh, you're that guy, except not a guy. Cool. Okay. Nice. Your nose always looks weird on the posters, though. I don't know what they do there.
You can never get my fucking
nose right. They do it to me too, all the time. It's like my nose is like for some reason.
Does the guy who draws it just not know what a nose looks like?
I just think they're doing it for fun at this point. The other one, it was like a bulbous nose. Oh, it was so weird. So weird.
It's like, at least if they're gonna make me a dude, make me a hot dude, but no, like a
God.
Hook, like Quasimodo of noses. I
know. I put some effort into the visage, and they lose the artistry completely. It's really sad. Yeah.
Well, with that in mind, I suggest we wait until nightfall and then make this paper. And hopefully that means we can get a long rest, because I want to regain some space.
It's about 7 o'clock in the afternoon now, so
yeah,
you could absolutely get a long rest.
Yes.
And
woo!
I am totally down for continuing this next time we can't have a main campaign game. Because fuck yeah.
Oh, it's so good. I love all of your characters so much.
We're all terrible and I love it. We're all trash.
Well done, Pete.
Good job.
Yeah, well done. You're the best.
I hope you enjoyed the complete improv, not what I had planned at all session.
Players.
Players.